BNP Paribas, partenaire des plus belles histoires de Roland-Garros, aux côtés des ramasseurs de balles depuis plus de 50 ans.
I tried to stay there, mentally trying to play every point in the right way with a good intensity. And yeah, I'm very, very happy. As I said on court, it's amazing to see him still playing this kind of level he produces and the physical shape he's in. It's amazing. So yeah, it was a very, very tough match, but I'm very happy to be in the final here.
Hello Jannik. A few years ago you told Carlos Alcaraz that you hoped that you would play many more games against him. Now you are already played 11 games against each other. Do you think that your rivalry with Carlos could become one day one of the greatest in the tennis history, and that it could compete maybe with the big three before you?
Oh. It takes time. It takes time to compare us with the big three or big four. No, I think only time can tell. No, to be honest. For sure, from my point of view, he's a player who makes me a better player. He pushed me to the limit. We try to understand where we have to improve, for the next times I play against him. And this, yeah, so I believe that, tennis or every sport needs rivalries, no? And this could be potentially one of this, but there are amazing players coming up. There can be so many different and other players join or one drops, or you never know. So this question I cannot really answer. And yeah, I think we cannot compare me and Carlos with the big three.
Hi Jannik. How was it crucial for you to close it out in 3 sets, or were you confident that physically you would probably outlast him over 4 or 5 sets?
Well, this is a question I also cannot answer because, when you are in this moment there, you never know what's happening, and if I lose the third, of course, I'm up 2-1, but things can change, the mental side, can give you so much strength, or also the opposite, the negative part of it. So I'm very happy that I closed it in 3. I was pushing a lot in the tiebreak, trying to close it, but things can change very quickly, and he takes a lot of energy of small things. And if I drop a little bit, one break is very easy that you get one break, and then another set is gone, and then in the 5th set he has a lot of experience now. So I don't know. I cannot answer you that question.
Well done, Jannik. It was a straight sets match, but it seemed like it was very stressful at times for you, even maybe the whole time. And can you describe the kind of stress that Novak puts you and pretty much everybody else under, even when it goes your way?
Well, of course, it's stressful, no? It's playing against Novak, playing against the best players in the world. You don't get moments where you can relax, and he makes you feel that. He makes you wait that, in a way of that you have to play your best tennis you can, and because he can change gears so fast, and then one point, and then he gets the energy, and things could have gone very quickly in the other way too, so but yeah, there's a lot of stress. It's important to calm down. It's important to take your time. It's important to understand the moments of the match, and which I think today I made very good. The mental part was in a good spot today. So, but yeah, it's always very stressful.
Congratulations. You talked there about some of the things playing Carlos has kind of elevated your game. Just wonder what, in particular, if there's anything you've kind of learned from playing him that you've sort of implemented yourself, either to counter him or things that you want to, do yourself.
Well, I think Also, Novak gave me this a little bit, to be more unpredictable at times, and and you have to be that, because if you always play in the same way, at some point they understand how you play, and especially best of 5 sets you don't win, because when someone finds a solution, then it's very difficult to get out of it. So it's tough to say one part, I feel like if I watch myself playing last year on clay and this year on clay, I have improved, which for me is the most important. So the process I am doing, it's the right one. So hopefully in 1 year time I can say the same thing, which that's my main goal. And then results and everything, whatever comes. But I believe if you work hard, the results are gonna come. So.
Congratulations, Jannik. What is your favorite part about playing Carlos Alcaraz? Is it fun ever?
Yeah, it's fun and not fun, It's both ways. But I think we, as I said before, we try to push ourselves in the best possible way. I believe when there's a good match, it's also good to play. It's not only to watch, but also to play. It's very, very special, and the stage, it doesn't get any bigger now. The Grand Slam finals against Carlos, it's a special moment for me and for him too. He won here last year, so let's see what's coming. But for sure, the tension you feel before the match and during the match is a little bit different in a ways, because we are both very young, we are both different, but talented, so let's see.
Hi, Jannik, congrats for the win. Do you still feel you need to prepare tactically for Carlos and analyze his game, or do you think your rivalry has arrived to the point where it doesn't matter because you know your game so well that it's not going to be a tactical question?
No, I think if we watch all the rivalries, theirs have all been tactical, no? You don't go on courts and you just hit the ball, you have to understand what's going on. You have to understand what's working in that day, because things can change. Maybe you prepared in one way and it's not working, so you have to change. And and it was the same today. I felt like Novak was changing so many times the way he plays, and so you have to be ready. You have to be ready to counterattack, and so. That's why it's very important to be focused now, because if you sleep, then, the match is gone.
Hi, Jannik, over there. About 20 minutes ago, Novak Djokovic just said in that very seat that he maybe has played his last match in Roland-Garros against you, and he called it a wonderful farewell match. I'm just wondering, how does that make you feel?
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, first of all, we hope that it's not that the case, because I feel like, tennis needs him in a way, because, having someone different than the younger guys, and my point of view, it's so nice and amazing to see him in the locker room, and having this energy of everything. I saw him practicing yesterday, or couple of days ago, he's very precise in everything he does, so it's a true role model for all of us. But if that's the case, I'm happy to be part of this, because it's a part of history also, and also for me it's nice, to be part of this. So. But let's hope that's not the case. No, he said maybe, so you never know.
He was praising you actually and saying how fast you play and how intense you play. Is there anything at all that you would say you have learned from Novak Djokovic over the years?
Many things, because I was lucky enough to practice with him when I was very young. In Monaco we practiced a lot, and every time when I asked questions, he answered me, in a very honest way, and I think it's it's very nice, and people don't see how he really is. You know, I think, you know, people from outside or people who don't know him, they have a different picture of him. So it's not like this. You know, he's a very kind person. He's very helpful in times when you need, and I've learned many things from him, you know, and I feel like that my game style, it's not the same, but because we are different, but at times similar. So I've watched a lot with his videos. I was lucky that I could share the court with him, you know, some times ago also, you know, in matches that you see things how work, if they work well or not. So he's very important for me as a player, and then also as a person. So I really appreciate his kind words, because it means that I am also improving as a player, which, as I said before, is the most important part. So yeah.